Welcome back to Ask the Lawyer. I'm your host, Brenda Teal, here answering your legal questions today. Our personal injury attorneys, Manuel Green and Daryoush Toofanian from the Rad Law Firm. Just call the number that you see on your screen. It's 888-887-9521, or email your question to askthelawyer@radlawfirm.com. I want to remind you also, as always, that phone line is open even after we go off the air. 888-887-9521, and of course you can email 24/7. All right? You guys ready for a few more questions before we go?
Let's do it.
Okay. This person says, should I talk with my insurance company before I talk with a lawyer? That's coming from Drew in Mesquite. What do you think, Manuel?
Absolutely not. An insurance company, obviously, they're out to pay the least amount of money possible on any claim. That's their goal. We want to make sure that people are protected. We want to make sure that they get the medical treatment they need. Again, we touched a little bit about this earlier on the show. Insurance companies are tricky. They want you to sign that release. They want the case over, and you want what's fair. You want what medical treatment, you want what you deserve in Texas. So absolutely consult with a lawyer before you talk to an insurance company.
Okay, let's try and squeeze in another email question here. Before we wrap up, Scott in Denton wants to know, I was bitten by my neighbor's dog. Now, I don't want to go ballistic. That's what he says. I don't want to go all ballistic because he lives next door. What do I do?
Well, dog bite claims are generally covered by homeowners insurance. So it's important to remember, Scott, that you can make a claim against an insurance company and the adverse effects to your neighbor will be minimal. Dog bite cases are not necessarily difficult, but they're not necessarily easy either. It's something that you definitely need a lawyer for. And I think the important thing to do is to keep the communication open with your neighbor and let them know, look, I've got these injuries, I've got these medical bills, and the best thing I know to do is to make this claim against your insurance company. It doesn't have to be ballistic.
Okay, all right. Someone watching right now may say, listen, I think I need to call a lawyer because I recently had an accident, or I was recently in a situation where I may have a personal injury case. What steps should they follow?
Well, obviously you can find us on the internet, www.radlawfirm.com. Our phone number is 972-661-1111. You can always get a hold of us. But our consultations are free, most importantly. We don't charge you anything unless we win your case. So if we win your insurance claim for you, whether that be personal injury or homeowners or whatever else, that's when you pay your lawyer. So there really is no risk for the client. Give us a call, let us do the consultation, and then see if we can help.
What information do they need to bring with them to that first consultation?
Generally, we'll generally do a brief consultation over the phone, and depending on the type of case, most importantly, we want all the information that they have, okay? So if it's a car wreck case and they have medical bills and so forth, we want them to bring all the bills that those collection agencies have been sending so we can review it and make sure we make a great evaluation of that case before we take on that representation.
Okay, very good. 888-887-9521. Darlene in Mesquite has a question. Go ahead, Darlene.
Yes, my name is Darlene Beatty. I was in an accident. The person hit me, was at fault. They put the fault on me. We both was with the same insurance company. It was 4 people in my car, 1 in his. I'm believing that's when I took the fault, and I'm trying to find out what it is that I can do about it.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to hold the fault there, because could they go up on her insurance rates? I don't know.
Well, I can tell you, Darlene, you have more witnesses than the other guy does. Got that going for you.
That's right.
For as far as a fault determination. But I'm assuming by they, she either means the police officer or the insurance company. That's typical. Oftentimes, the police officers do a great job of investigating accidents and trying to figure out what happened. But most of the time, they aren't there, and they're doing their best to recreate something that has occurred in the past. So just because you get a bad liability determination from a police officer or because the insurance company tells you that the accident's your fault doesn't mean that that's set in stone. Best thing to do is call us. We can help you piece through that.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today. And thank you for calling. Remember, Rad Law Firm, and the number to call is open even after the show is off the air, 888-887-9521. Or you can, of course, email your question to askthelawyer@radlawfirm.com. We hope you'll make it a great day.
This program is sponsored by the Rad Law Firm and features legal questions from viewers. Nothing in the program establishes attorney-client privileges.